Now we will see the difference between distance and displacement. Distance versus displacement. Distance versus displacement. Right? Now if you see the definition of the distance, right? So this distance is nothing but the actual path length. Distance is actual path length. Actual path length is the distance. Okay. And displacement is nothing but the shortest distance from initial position and final position, from initial and final. Okay, right? So this is the actual path, this shortest distance from initial and final position. So we'll see by seeing a figure here, what is actual, what is shortest distance. Suppose this is A, okay, this is C. Now I want the distance between A to C and displacement of A to C, right? Suppose if you take like this, B is another point, right, and this one is C, okay, C is this point, okay, right? If you take this one, suppose this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Now what is distance here from the figure? Distance is the total, which one? Total path. What is total path here from A to C? From A to C means this one, 3 plus this 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 equal to 7 is the distance. 3 plus 4 equal to 7 distance. What is displacement here? This displacement is the shortest path from initial and final position. Initial position is this one, final is this one. So what is this shortest distance here? 5. So this one is displacement. So displacement equal to 5. So lot of difference is there between distance and displacement here. Okay. Now here we'll see some of the differences between distance and displacement. Okay. So distance versus displacement. This is distance here. Okay. Distance. The displacement. So point wise you see here what are the differences between these two, distance and displacement. Okay. So first difference I am which one writing here. So first difference is already we have discussed that distance is the actual path travelled. So already we saw in this figure from A to C, that is A to B and B to C. The example which we took is A to B plus B to C is AC. So this is the actual path travelled. This is the distance. When you see the displacement is actual, not actual, shortest path. Okay. What is shortest path in the figure? Just we saw AC, that is AC is the value which we took there is how much? 5. This is 3 plus 4 is 7. So this is the which one first difference you can see between distance and displacement. Okay. Now we'll see the second difference. Second difference is your distance. Distance is known as a scalar quantity. Distance is scalar quantity. Okay. And your displacement is vector quantity. So what is the difference between scalar and vector is? So in the next videos you can see that in the chapter, but a small definition here I am giving for scalar vector. Scalar means only magnitude, only m. that is scalar quantity. Vector quantity means magnitude and direction d. This is vector quantity. So if you want to specify a value, suppose equal to 5 means scalar. If you want to specify in terms of vector means 5 in so much direction, in north direction or in south direction, that much value. If you are defining the direction also, it is a vector quantity. Okay. So your distance comes under scalar quantity, displacement comes under vector quantity. So this is the second difference between distance and displacement. Okay. Right. And the third one is distance cannot be negative. Distance cannot be negative, right? And values is always positive. Means AB, the example which you took, AB 3 plus 4 equals 7. You got a positive value, no, plus 7. So always your distance value will be positive value. Whereas when you take this displacement, so displacement value may be negative or 0 or positive. It can take any value. Values may be negative, 0 or positive value, right? Whereas a distance only positive value, right? So where do you get this, which one negative value or this one, which one 0 value? Suppose if you take like this, suppose A to B, right? A to B is there. So in this direction, so this is the which one initial position, this is also final position, because A to B again has to come to A. So initial and final, suppose this 200 meters distance, 200 meters distance means from A to B 200, and in this direction minus 200. 200 minus 200 is 0. You can get displacement 0, right? What about distance? Distance equal to 200 plus 200, it becomes 400. For the same example, your distance equal to 400. How much distance it has travelled? Means the actual path. Actual path means A to B and B to A. A to B how much travelled? 200. B to A again 200. 200 plus 200 equals 400 is the distance. What about displacement? A to B is 200 and minus 200 in this direction. So initial and final position this one only. So your displacement equal to 0. Got it? Right? Suppose if the value, this is a distance, therefore this is 400. So 200 minus 400, maybe you may get a negative value also for displacement. But for distance, 200 plus 400, 600. So always your distance value is positive. Okay. So this is the third difference between distance and displacement. Okay. And always, fourth difference is always your distance value is always greater than or equal to displacement. So distance value is not less than displacement. You can see the values also which we wrote just now. Value may be equal or value is greater than, but distance value is not less than equal displacement, because displacement shortest value means is lesser value. So distance value is not a lesser value than displacement. Okay. So this condition can be satisfied here, right? And last difference is this distance can have many values. So already we have seen that in that figure, AB 3 value and this figure AB and C, this is 3, this is 4. So distance is 3, distance is 4. So distance has many values, whereas displacement is only a single value. That is the last difference here. So distance can take any value, right? So distance can take any value. Distance, fifth difference. So distance can have many values, but displacement has only single value, one value only. Okay. So this is the differences between distance and displacement. Okay. Thank you.